Alright, today for Southeast Asia, we're going to talk a little bit about Singapore. They have a water shortage issue in Johor Ligi Reservoir. This is a big issue because it delivers all the water, or the majority of water, to Singapore, to all the citizens there. So now that the reserve is low, everybody's going to have to start conserving water, and if the monsoons that hit North Singapore don't come in soon, they're going to have a lot of issues, be looking for foreign aid for water, have to really conserve their water usage. Another prominent deal of the reservoir is that it pushes back seawater that seeps in, since Singapore is located so close to the ocean. So the fresh water in this reservoir pushes back the seawater, keeping it from contaminating all the drinkable water that they currently have. Yes, they do take the water through water treatment plants, but seawater is way more costly to put through that than just the regular water that they already have. So due to their really dry season without any rain, this reservoir has gone way down. I know you can't see the pictures on here, but it's a drastic change. It's went from a very full lake to basically empty. So they're on the edge right now, and their leader has talked about not watering plants, only using the water for must-have, so no washing cars, that kind of stuff. And if they don't get the water they need, and if foreign aid isn't able to give them any water, they're going to have to find a new place to get water, which could be very difficult for them. So they're kind of in an emergency state here, thinking about what they should do. It says as of now they can still draw 250 million gallons of water a day. So soon there will be a lot more limited than that in what they can draw. So they're really hoping on these monsoons to come through and finish it up. The leader is saying that while the water is an issue right now, by 2016 they're expecting their water needs to double within Singapore. So the fact that they're having issues now does not look great for the future, especially if they're depending on these monsoons. Singapore is also known for all its pollution, which, as I talked about earlier, in the Indian monsoons, which causes the clouds not to be able to form. So it keeps the water from coming. If Singapore doesn't clean up their pollution, they may never get their water shortage fixed. As we saw with India, this leads to a lot of difficult decisions to be made by the government, what they should do for the water shortage. So, this could eventually affect us by having to give them aid, give them money. Possibly refugees fleeing, although I'm not sure it would go to that severe, but still, if the U.S. has to get involved, send water. And all around the world, obviously, this is showing that water shortage is a big issue. With globalization, we need to find a way to attack this issue before people die from not having water. And we need to clean up pollution, not just because it's bad for other things in the environment, but also because it's eventually going to kill us from lack of clouds, because all the particles and the pollution affects how the weather is formed. So this is Southeast Asia. Until next time.